All right, this is it. It's showtime.
All right, fine. We'll do that.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to some Diablo 2 with your barbarian friend, PP Poo Poo. That is their name. Don't you dare laugh at it. It's not a funny name. It's a real name. There we go. PP Poo Poo. There he is. There's our king. He's ready to shred through Act 2. So hold on to your butts. Here we go. Here we go.
Here we go!
Yeah, I've been thinking about this since we were building PP Poo Poo to just be a passive axe battler. Someone Golden Axe, I guess Golden Axe isn't a name, it's just there's a guy named Axe Battler in a game called Golden Axe. I got it mixed up, but just be aware that Axe Battler would be super proud of our boy here.
Can I help you?
Let's see, I have bonus to strength, bonus to dexterity. Why is that red? Is it just because? It's probably just because I can't put anything there. However, I was thinking, what if I just get some throwing axes? You know, just what if? I know it's not ideal. It's probably not a good idea. But if we meet the minimums for throwing axes, we can at least have an option to get away from something and, you know, throw axes at it, right? That seems like a good idea to me. So I was thinking we would do that. We have the money, we have the funds, but we don't have the dexterity. Balanced acts of slaying, required dexterity 57, 200 axes. What really triggered it for me was looking at the skills, combat masteries. When you hover over throwing mastery, it actually has chance to pierce, chance to critical strike, higher damage, higher attack rating, 9% chance not to consume quantity. So technically, after every 100 throwing axes, we can save one. But also replenish quantity on critical strike. And I'm pretty sure that if we use throwing axes, there might be some synergy there, because we could still use melee attacks with the throwing axes, so we don't always have to switch immediately. But we can also throw, like, I'm thinking not Duriel, but maybe Mephisto, maybe Bale. It might be a good idea to have a ranged option. That's all I'm saying. And what's our dexterity? 32, so we have a long ways to go, right? Let's get started then. Through the sewers! Jamali, where'd you go? There you are. There you are, my friend. Alright, so immediately we can see that the Burning Dead Archers will be hit 93% of the time, which is a pretty high percentage. Be funny if we miss like 5 or 6 times in a row. Not impossible, but certainly an anomaly, right? The stamina potion. Need to heal already. We don't have any passive healing, so we're just drinking all the time. This actually reminds me of my Final Fantasy 1 Oops, all monks playthrough, where I had no way to heal. All I could do was punch my way through Final Fantasy 1, and we did manage to pull it off. It did happen, but there was certainly a point where it's like these potions just aren't good enough to heal. We really need like a cure 2, cure 3 kind of thing. Did I pick up prayer? Did I get prayer with Jamali? I might actually have passive healing in that regard. We can check in a moment once we stop having to axe everything around us. Superior axe. Hold on. Not superior enough, and I don't want those chain gloves. He has prayer. Okay, yeah. Gives us +5 healing per second, or whatever the unit of time is when it says +5. Don't die on me, Jamali. I don't need to have to... I don't want to buy another Merc. Though we all know he will die eventually. I'll take that antidote potion. And a good healing potion. Here you go, big guy.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Thanks. Who trapped the goo pile? That's what I want to know. It was like somebody's going to investigate this big pile of goo, and when they do, my trap will be waiting for them. We got a ring. Let's take a look at it. Better chance of finding better items. We don't need the energy. I could do that. Switch that off. Better magic find is usually pretty good. I think, anyway. I like having it, especially in the early game, so you can get some better stuff. But then you have to, like, replace your magic find item with the better stuff that you found, and you're like, but I could find even better stuff. And then you have problems. Then everything starts to fall apart. Get that 1,000-yard stare. Wonder just what the hell you're doing with your life. Where did it all go wrong? But yeah, also having the dexterity increased for throwing axes will give us better attack rating, so hopefully we won't miss as much. I've been having problems with that lately, even though it says 95% chance to hit. Even though Diablo 2, the thing that will never lie to us, never let us down, it might have misspoke about our accuracy. Still, getting more dexterity seems like a good play. I feel healthy. Of course, I could have got a mercenary with the accuracy aura. But that wouldn't allow us to equip dexterity-based weapons of any kind, so that wouldn't help. Take that topaz. Don't die! Don't die, Jamali! You're not allowed. I'm not paying you to die. I'm paying you to kill all of my enemies. What do you have equipped? You're equipped okay. Was it control? No, shift?
Thanks.
Okay, shift right click. Shift right click. I need to remember that. So I don't end up having to drag the healing potion over to the portrait. I'm sure that's agonizing for some of you who watch Diablo 2 all the time, and you're like, oh my god, he's not using the hotkeys. Who is this person? Who is this big idiot? This absolute nincompoop. Yeah, I gave you a healing potion. You better stay alive. There you go. There you go. That's my boy. Get this potion out of here. Put this over here. Drink this. Even though we do have the very helpful prayer, right? Let's see it in action. It's not bad. There's definitely some growth there. Like if there was no combat for a little bit. Castrate fire resist. That's not very important right now. Murder a demon for you. Okay, will do. As soon as I find a demon, with all these other things getting in my way. They can't all be demons, right? I mean, they're not called demons. They're called, like, Sandcrawler, Burning Skeleton, Sewers Level 2 Waypoint. Welcome in, Negator Yeah, I had the itch. I just wanted to see this barbarian go further.
Good evening.
See where he'll take us. What level am I anyway? Level 15? Control left click to move to stack tab. Yeah, there we go. Keeping that. I don't really need all of these stamina potions. So let's put this here and there. We have 74 armor. That's 94 armor. And we can wear it. This only has bonus to light radius, which doesn't really mean anything. So let's get it. So I want to keep that +2 to dexterity. That puts us closer to our goal. We have decided we're going to use throwing axes at some point. We're going to put them together. Oh, no. This is the 12 to 32. This is the 10 to 18. This is the higher damage battle axe. But this has better attack speed, which I think might actually be better in general. But this also has lightning on it. But this has 3 sockets. This is faster, has 3 sockets, and we definitely have some gems we can shove into it. So let's just do that. Or what about our runes? +1 to light radius. No, weapons +50 to attack rating, +1 to light radius. Weapons, 75 poison damage over 5 seconds. 5 to 30 fire damage. Required level 17 and 19. That would be pretty astounding. That would be pretty good for a low-level axe to have. 75 poison damage. If we're doing 10 to 18 damage, or rather we were doing like up to 30 damage with a two-handed axe and one-shotting most targets, then doing 30 or 75 or like 105 maximum damage on top of our current weapon would be pretty incredible, I would think.
I'll put that to good use.
Some might call it a waste. But who are these people? I don't know them. 9 to 15. This is 28 to... No, that's durability. 20 to 31. But we also have sockets on that. Let's do it. Pull out these gems. We want a spear of poison, a Gigan spear, you know, or one with a life stolen per hit, which might help him stay alive, or bonus damage to undead. You know what? Here, 8 to 12 fire damage. I won't even miss it. Some lightning damage. And we'll put more fire damage in there. There you go, big guy. Go crazy.
That to good use.
I know you will. Now, I don't want to put anything in here because I do want to put those runes in there. So we're just going to walk around with this lighter axe that we can swing around and attack faster with, because it was a noticeably slower attack speed with the other axe, which I would have kept. I don't really worry too much about attack speed, except that when we get chilled and we're all blue and attacking really slow like, no way. That would be lethal for us. So I would prefer to have better attack speed if possible. And since we can bloat the damage on this thing with all 3 of its sockets, we might be able to ride this axe all the way to the end of the game. Unless something is substantially stronger. which I just won't believe. That's right. I'll choose not to believe it. Even if I find it, I'll be like, nope, that's not stronger. I'm going to be real obstinate about it. Yeah, see, we're still doing, like, one-shots, and we're doing much faster damage, too. Yeah, this is great. This was a good idea. Of course, we do have improved skill shrine over our head, so we're doing axe mastery, I think, at, like, almost 20 plus, maybe? Or, no, I can just take a look. 19. I was real close. I was really close. It wasn't like it was 2 or something. It was really close. But we're at end-game axe mastery. And I still missed! What is this nonsense? Ooh, Grand Charm. Faster hit recovery. I don't know how much that will translate to actually, like, being hit and being stunned, but it'll certainly help a little bit. In fact, it'll help exactly 12%. Just a chopping. We're just a chopping. Ooh. Clegglaw's pincers. Thank you, Jamali. Slows target by 25% and knockback. I do not like knockback. Unless I'm doing, like, a ranged build. Otherwise, it's just annoying as they keep getting away from you as you keep hitting them. Unless you kill them in one shot. Always walking around putting my hands in rats' nests. If I had find potion, I bet I'd find a potion in there. I might put 1 point in find potion. Maybe. Just for the funsies. As I said, chill will be terrible for me. Get after him, Jamali. Jamali, no! I just gave you a healing potion. Or maybe I didn't. I never heard a thank you. I must have been healing myself the whole time. Okay, I need to get this guy. Radamit must go down. Okay, I gotta go. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I don't want to die. Well, such is the essence of hardcore. Your deeds of valor will be remembered forever on twitch.tv. Damn it. And I drank all those healing potions. I drank all of them. I was like Stone Cold Steve Austin, slamming beers together and shoving them down my throat, can and all. Well, damn. I did not expect to die. Let me think. Let me think. Do I do this again? Or do I continue on to Diablo 4 as I had planned? I really wanted to get to Duriel, at least, and see if I could stand toe-to-toe with him with just pure passives. However, doing that now would require all of Act 1 again. Here we go!
Here we go!
Good day.
First we go to options, we go to controls. We apply, default, custom, apply. Hey, Wariv. Man. Like, I'm not upset. I just want to continue, but I can't because he's dead.
Beware foul demons and beasts.
That's right. Beware beasts and foul demons. You better watch your ass because here I'm coming. I'm trying to think what I could have done differently. I mean, certainly using some activated abilities might have helped. I don't think I could have been more prepared, like, armor-wise. And, I mean, I could have had better resistances for poison. But it was basically all gear-focused stuff. And outside of, like, strict farming, I'm probably never going to be as prepared for death in that way. I think I should equip these throwing knives. It don't matter.
It don't matter. None of this matters.
I can't. I don't have the dexterity for it.
I need a key.
Okay. Now we have the dexterity for it. And then we're going to put points in vitality again. And I do still want to do axe mastery. Because we were about here. This is level 12. This is level 18. We were close to iron skin. Now, what other things could we have done? We could have learned bash, double swing, which means we would have hit a target with more attack rating. It doesn't say it does any more damage. It just hits... When two weapons are equipped, attacks two targets if possible, or one target twice. So you could theoretically cut through packs a little bit faster with double swing. Then there's leap, leap attack. Leap would have helped getting us out of the fight, since we would have been able to leap out of it. Stun. Stun is 1.2 seconds. Mana cost 2. Concentrate, this is level 18. We wouldn't have had access to either one of these. So we could have used double swing in that particular situation if we had had it, and maybe cut down those skeletons a bit faster. Maybe that would have saved us. Or saved Jamali, so that I could have remembered that the use potion button is not control, it's shift and right click. Or we could have used war cries. What do we have here? This is level 18, so that wouldn't have been an option. Shout. Warns of impending danger and improves the defense rating of you and your party. Taunt makes them come to us. And Howl, which sends them running away in fear for 3 seconds. That could have helped. Howl could have helped. That's one thing we could have done, instead of just putting points in passives, to have a better result. Throw. Throwing axes is kind of fun. Throwing anything is pretty fun, actually. Yeah, we'll just do this again. We'll learn throwing axes whenever possible and use that, because that would have saved us too. If I had thought to put points in dexterity enough to also use throwing axes, that would have been nice. Because we could have stayed away from those skeletal mages instead of running in, or we could have used throwing axes on Radamant and killed them that way. Yeah, the one way that I've played a barbarian, not in hardcore obviously, was using throwing axes like a lot, because that was fun. Just, it's nice to be able to like see an enemy and just like throw an axe at them, and just that's it. They're dead. That's all. That's all she wrote. I don't believe we have a sash, but now we do. Yeah, you can also just stab them, too, with the dagger. You don't actually have to throw it. You just walk up and stab them. Stab them to the beat. So here's the play. Stats. We're going to match dex and strength. And then 1 point in both, and then the rest in vitality for the whole of the game. Which would mean by level 15 or so, we'll have, well, let me look at it again in a moment here once I'm done killing these demons. These fallen. They're no good. They fell down. They let their team down, or whatever. Okay, so we have 30 and 26. In one level, we'll have 30, 30, and then 1 vitality. It'll be completely 30. 30 all the way through. So then that would be level 4. Which means that the 4, and then 11 points in strength would be 41, as well as dexterity would be 41, and I think 42 was the minimum for one of the Francisca throwing axes by the time we get to Act 2. So we may not have enough for like the bigger axe, but we should have enough for some moderate armor and the faster two-handed axe. Impossible. I must punch. Healing, healing, rejuvenation. I even used my rejuvenation potions in that fight earlier, too. I did everything I could, except play a little better. And yes, of course, we have to kill everything that's inside this den of evil. Can't miss a single target. Eagle Quill Dagger, 16 to attack rating, bonus damage to demons, bonus attack rating to demons, +1 to summon Goatman. I don't want it. What I do want is to look at that short sword. And we can afford that by, yeah, this. Bonus to attack rating, 2 to 7. But our axe mastery probably puts us above that short sword, so it's not worth keeping. I have 5 town portal for identify. fully loaded belt. See if I can't buy some armor with this money we got. Oh, we still have the gems. We can still do the rune plan. If we can make it to level 19. Poison damage and lightning resist, and it's out of our budget. I think everything is out of our budget. That 13 armor isn't bad. Some gloves. Can't afford the boots. Cannot believe I died. Come here, you. And you. And you. Could throw that javelin. There's another fallen over here. I don't want to miss him. There's like 4 more enemies left. 5 more enemies left. Let's throw these cracked javelins. Surprisingly powerful.
The rogues are safe for the moment.
All right, with the rugs safe, let's head on to wherever we... the Blood Raven. We don't need Akara's permission to get the Blood Raven. We can just go straight there. Now, I used to watch a Diablo 2 speedrunner. I believe his name was Llama SC. And he showed that you can make a throwing axe barbarian build. But you really, really, really do need to have a good setup before. Like, you don't want to level up. You don't want to level up as a barbarian using throwing. Whoa, look at me. Look at me. I got 2 throwing javelins. All right. But yeah, you showed that you can build a throwing axe barbarian. But that you really do need to have the gear for it before you do it. Leveling up as a throwing axe barbarian is suicide. And I figure he probably knows, considering how much he knows about Diablo 2, how he has speedrun it for a long, long time, and so on and so forth. Level up! There it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. I'm still going to be an axe master. I just want to, you know, since I have these javelins laying on the ground, I may as well use them. And at least it'll save me from chasing down enemies. Goodbye, Sin Jade, or whatever your name is. Should probably pick up that dagger for money. Alright, so it does show that I have 2 weapons, but it's the same amount of javelins. 14 and... Oh, this is 46. Okay, so I'm not actually... I have both of them equipped, but I'm not actually throwing from 2 separate pools of javelins. I'm throwing from one... I'm just carrying the other for some reason. I guess I can. It's because I'm doing this like a Zergling or something, just or a Hydralisk. Take that ruby. Refresh our stamina shrine. Don't need that mana recharge shrine. Is this where I want to go? No, it's the Stony Field. I don't want to go to the Stony Field. Not yet. No, I guess if you're doing a speedrun, you probably don't need to attack Bloodraven at all. I don't think attacking her is anything that progresses the game's plot in any way. $21 more javelins to go. 21 more javelins to go. This it's not a stamina shrine, it's an experience shrine. I was like, this stamina shrine's lasting for a while. Over here, not even paying any attention. That's the cave. That's a bonus. Should we go into the bonus? We should go in the bonus. More experience is better than nor experience, as they say. And that was my final javelin. Now I have throwing knives as well! Ha ha ha! Javelins and throwing knives galore. No, we don't die down here. Not in the cave. It's showing that I have a full heal happening, but I'm not gaining any actual health. The multiple shots is probably what's happening to me. You don't know how many times my fingers have missed the number 3 for the rejuvenation potion. Shark poison the shade, you will die. By the power of me and all of my Gatorades, you shall die. It was a hell of a lot closer than it had to be, that's for sure. All right, 1, 1, 3. Five, 4. Oh, it's not an identifiable item. It's just that it's sorceress only. Let's go to the rogue encampment. Drop some of this stuff off. Maybe get some better gear. I did it. I cleansed the den of evil. 50 gold for this Qatar. 3,262 gold for the dagger. 21 gold for that sorceress orb. No. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to put it in my... It said... Oh, I'm holding control. I'm an idiot. Shift, left click. There, that's what I wanted to do. There we are. New skill. More axe, please. Tell me about Blood Raven. Thank you. Okie dokie. Let's see. Better axe. 1 to 2 cold and socketed. We could do better with socketed, and it's much cheaper. Faster block rate and increased chance of blocking. Probably better than this. 4 and 9. Yeah, get that out of here. Get some boots on our feet. Max durability, poison length. 4 to 33. I don't have enough gold, but I had so much gold. We can get the leather armor, which is much better than the quilted armor. At least not much better than what we were wearing, but it is still better. Alrighty. Now we can put a gem in this hand axe. We don't have any sapphires. We can do life per hit. Or I can do 1 to 8 lightning damage. We'll probably get more benefit out of that than the others. So we'll have this piss yellow axe to throw into our enemies. Plus we had a cool lightning effect. Fallen shamans can't resurrect zombies. But they can resurrect all these other people. Can't resurrect these dark rangers. Ooze shield the quick. Is fire enchanted. Quit running away from me! I just need to rigorously apply this axe to your body. Did not want to pick up that armor. Poison javelins of blight. Better than these cracked and damaged javelins that I have. I totally missed that guy. There's no way the javelin hit. Oh, we have chilling hits. Yeah, cold enchanted. Not good. Poison is helping, though. Got her. All right, leather gloves. And let's heal. Heal. I don't have to kill everyone here, but I'm gonna kill everyone I see. Take a look at them gloves. +2 to dex. Cold and fire resist, 17 to attack rating. Could lose 2 defense for that. And I'll take that. My first ring. My very first ring. And here I am without the ability to identify it. Take that scepter. What's it got on it? It's got resist cold and sacrifice on it. Should go for some money. Should set us up for a good amount of time. For a good amount of time. You know what I'd also like to do is have a poison necromancer. I've not tried that build yet. I've always been very skeletons and summoning when I play necromancers. But they have a really cool ability where you have like a poison knife. You just equip a dagger, and every time you attack, it does like a really strong amount of poison damage. I always thought that'd be pretty cool to combine with having an army of skeletons, and then like work around them and, you know, shank somebody in the back. We're getting pretty low on javelins, so it's time to switch back to the good old sword and board. Two sockets. 17. It's literally better than what I'm wearing without any adjustments whatsoever. I don't need that, and you don't need that, so you're dead now. But yeah, I was going to start playing Diablo 4 right after PP Poo Poo died or survived, one or the other. But today I played a little bit, and I really like having my second monitor turned on, right? But if I do, then I have real bad VRAM issues with D4 specifically. Not with any other game, but D4 specifically. So I thought I had it fixed by making some adjustments, going to lower graphic settings and that kind of thing, but I don't. I just have to face it. I don't. I have to figure out what may be wrong with having two monitors, or maybe it's just the way I have it set up. Somehow it could be changed to be better. Like, I know somebody who does D4 with 3 monitors, and he has a worse overall system than I do because he just really milks what he's got. So I know it's possible. I just don't know what I'm doing wrong specifically. New skill! Throwing mastery begins. Now we immediately get 44% bonus attack rating, 28% damage, chance of critical strike, chance to pierce, bonus to not consume quantity, and we can even replenish quantity when we crit. I don't know if I'll even really want to do more than just 1 point. Most everything in this game has diminishing returns. I see that hole. I see it. The cave, level 2. Yeah, so I didn't want to stream Diablo 4 if it was going to be any chance of it just shitting the bed while I'm playing, because I really don't like how that looks. Alright, another hand axe, dead body, some healing potions, healing potions, healing potions, healing potions. Healing, 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 and healing. We'll take all of it. Yeah, the new season started just a couple of days ago, so I'm raring to play some more D4. I have to start all the way over because that's how seasons work, which kind of sucks. But you know what? It's all right. I think it makes sense. It's better to do that than to constantly push people into a ever deeper well of power that their friends can never possibly catch up on. At least this way you can have like a guaranteed start point for everybody. And you don't lose the character, it just goes into a different setup, different server, I should say. And then from there you can just keep playing them. Nothing's changed. A cap, another hand axe, a key, we'll take all of it. We'll take all of it and we'll go home.
Good day.
This sells for 5,000. Well, so far I won't need to sell it for money. Bonus damage to undead. Bonus to attack rating against undead adds 1 to 2 fire damage. Is that better than 1 to 8 lightning damage? I don't think so. 10 to attack rating, 1 to light radius, and it's our first ring, our very first little baby ring. Now, we'll probably make it to Act 2. I haven't failed in that regard yet, so we'll put this in the stash so we can sell it. Let's go buy some boots.
Greetings.
$22, $17, $33, and I still can't afford it. I'm not aching to put 2 gems in some leather armor, so. What happened? Who killed all these demons? Who was it? It was probably them. Those 2 skeletons have conspired to murder, and I have put them to rest. Justice has been served. But Axe, what did these 3 Fallens have to do with the case? They're self-defense. They were coming right for me. Had to kill them. No other way around it. I wish I could have done something. It was just impossible. I do not have a stamina potion. Well, I'll run till I can't. I'll run until I stop. I have stopped. I can't believe Pee Pee Poo Poo died. Really wanted him to last. Yeah, the name was a bit silly, of course, but it was a lesson that I had learned early on in my streaming career, that it's okay to just be a little silly. It's okay to just don't take your name so seriously. Don't be like, hey, my name is Cornelius the Best or something. Just let yourself have a silly name once in a while. Let it hang out. Don't worry what other people are going to think about you if you choose to name yourself Pee Pee Poo Poo. They might have more fun because you're having fun and you're not worried about what you sound like. A superior dagger? So like a Ginsu knife? But now, when I first started streaming, I was definitely one of those, hey, look how stupid this is kinds of streamers, where they just find things to hate about everything they play. Even though they play games that they love, they're pointing out, like, yeah, this game would be better if it wasn't for this. And that was, like, all of the commentary. That was kind of me. was pointing out a lot of things about Borderlands, about Doom, and so on and so forth. But, you know, one day it got turned around. And I was like, you know what? I'd rather have fun as well as streaming for fun. I'd rather just enjoy what I'm doing. That was like 5 years ago. Jesus. Where does the time go? And I found somebody on Twitch named Pascal Amuse. That was their name then. That's not their name now. They've switched their names like 7 times since I've known them. But he was just very, 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 very positive. And he rated me once, and I was talking shit about something in the Borderlands pre-sequel. Most notably, I think it was the gun that curses when you fire it. It's kind of like the Bane in Borderlands 2, but it's just more crude. And I was like, oh, I'm so sorry, blah, blah, this gun... It's, you know, if it wasn't for this gun, you know, we'd probably have more fun. I'm sorry, you know, that kind of thing. And it turned into me thinking to myself, you know what? No, we're all having fun. It's fine. You know, just enjoy what I'm doing. Don't think too much. Stop it. But don't help none. Yeah, he was a really cool guy. One of the things he did was he wore tiny hats on stream. He just had like a collection of them. At least like 12, maybe 15 tiny hats. And I'm just like, this guy doesn't... Like, this guy just has fun. It's so cool. That's what I should be doing, right? What am I doing? What am I doing not having fun? What's wrong with me? And I started having a little bit more fun. So, advice from a streamer. There you go. Have fun. That goes doubly for anyone who wants to be a creative. Don't think too much about the details. Just get it out there. Get it started. You can fix it later. That kind of thing. Fire Enchanted, but he didn't do much. But I've seen a lot of creatives agonize over a specific detail and it's not letting themselves go. So they end up not actually creating anything. Which is the worst outcome. If you have something you want to share, you should share it. But there certainly is an allure to not finishing anything, because as long as it's not finished, you can always go back. You can always go back and make it perfect. So don't finish anything. Right? No. That's not it either. Get started. See where it takes you. Whatever you're creating probably won't look like what you had in your mind from the beginning. But I find that to be even more interesting because you discover something new about yourself. Like I had a couple of art classes, drawing classes for college that I didn't know how to draw. But when I got started and actually finished something, I realized that, wow, I wasn't trying to draw this, but now that I've drawn it, I'm kind of impressed with myself. Man, it feels like I've been doing swirling circles around this fucking Fallen camp, killing the same guys over and over again. There's a well over here. I'm going to drink from it. I'm going to just slam my whole head in there. Where are we? Cold Plains still? Jesus Christ. How's our inventory look? Full of potions? See, we don't need find potions. They're all over the floor already. Man, I'm so glad they just lined up for that. That was great. Here we are.
Meet death head on.
The burial grounds. Charge! Where are you? Oh wow, 4 lightning or 4 resistances. And I'll take this hard leather armor. Identify it, 21. Yeah, I just don't want to put the gems in this right now. Defense. Ghoul pelt. We don't have any boots. Just make some space for some boots. Put the boots there. Identify the... I can't identify the boots? Fine, we'll go home.
The Order welcomes you.
Get that out of here. Get this out of here. Buy one of these. Do this. And control left click to sell some of these minor healing potions so we can get more space back. Sell the poison potions because I guess she's in the market? I don't know. We'll be right back in a few minutes. I'm going to use the restroom. Be right back. Are you kidding me? I thought that was over. Oh, no! No! Oh, fuck me! Okay. Takes you back to Star Road. Do this again. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to avoid Yoshi.
Damn it. Damn it. Damn it.
You'll never see it come back.
Playing. Nope. Not today, Walter. Not today, Stinky. Ugh, stay down. All right. You should be safe here for a little bit, Eileen. I'm going to go back to the apartment. I don't anticipate traps here. God damn it. It happens every fucking time. It happens every fucking time. Why would this room be trapped? This doesn't make sense. Don't people live here? Why is this room trapped? Okay.
We want to know.
Yeah, it's confused. So, we're gonna hit Waka. I can't have him turn that blitz ball against his own, damn it. Sorry. Well, I took it with me. It's still in my hands. Yeah, fucking god damn it! God damn it! Fuck! Fuck! Fuck spiders, man! It's a 20-second omelet. 20-second omelet your ass. You can't do a 20-second omelet. And they did. What they did is they just cooked the eggs, put some herbs in there, rolled it, and put it on a plate. Oh, okay, sure. But if you wanted to put some meat or anything else in there, you'd have food poisoning if you tried to cook it in 20 seconds.
Luna's playing.
Social media.
You two would make a cute couple.
Is that right?
If you say so.
Or maybe something already happened, huh?
Hmm?
Hmm.
Be like the biggest story of the year? Hi. No.
Hi.
Okay. That's why So just get me the camera crew, and I promise you that... Son of a bitch. Hey! Should have seen that one coming.
You never see it come back. You say that my mind is fast for right.
I'm way too careful for banana peels. Aha! You think you can do it again, Watch as I disarm your trap. My balls. No! I was just gonna push it with my foot and just get rid of it.
Pros like to pretend that their abilities are trade secrets, shrouded in shadows and wrapped in a blanket of mystery. So let's just keep this between you and me, shall we?
Blanket of mystery. Zevron, just what the fuck? Zevron says it's bedtime, damn it. He's tired after all that explaining he had to do.
Can you think of anything?
Is it a muddy bath?
No, not even close. How about it? Can you think of anything?
Is it a muddy bath,
No,
though?
not even close. How about it? Can you think of anything?
A mansion?
No, not even close.
Prowess is so dominant, they can single-handedly protect the entire village against the foulest of Nevrons. Let's dance. You osmosed me, you Kingdom Hearts looking motherfucker? How dare?
Bound for the checkpoint rest town.
Uh-huh. It's just called the Checkpoint Rest Town. Welcome ye to the town. It's called Checkpoint Rest Town. Go on into Place to Drink Tavern, and then there's also Place to Sleep Inn, and also the Banging Throughout the Night Blacksmith, as we like to call it because of the hammering and such.
Take you anywhere till I...
It's Christmas, bitches!
Start the game already!
And we're back. We get our reward, too. A friend. Hello, friend. It's Eliza. Eliza has returned to us. I'm pretty sure we've had an Eliza in the past. Let's get some cheap armor. Some something. There we go. And maybe a hat. And they do bow. I will give them a bow. I will give them a good bow.
I'll put that to good use. I'll put that to good use.
Took it back from you. I took it back. You know, I was thinking about it, and you know, our previous barbarian, his name was Pee Pee Poo Poo, right? There's something poetic about a man named Pee Pee Poo Poo who died in the sewers. You know, you go to Loot Lane, and someone's like, "I heard Pee Pee Poo Poo's in the sewers," and they're like, "Well, yeah, obviously, that's where it all goes. What's wrong with you? You stupid?" And no. I mean, like, the man who his name is Pee Pee Poo Poo. He's in the sewers. Oh, okay, I get it, sure. But of course, that's what's all in the sewers. No. I mean, he died. He died in the sewers. Another forcibly confusing turns of phrase. Ooh, another hand axe. I'm at the point where I'm going to pick up only light healing potions for a little while. Repairs durability. Who cares durability? Good shot. You know, I distinctly remember being able to open up every single one of these crypts. Like these two here, I'd be able to open up. I do wonder if it's a Reign of the Warlock expansion thing. Like somehow they decided, you know what, not every crypt, not every one of them. Some of them, but not all of them. And so they just changed it. Sorry, Eliza. I just do that sometimes. I just explode, and it does damage to all my friends. I think this damaged leather armor would be better than... No, 17, 12? No. Okay. I thought she was wearing wool. I don't know why. Well, there's a cap we can identify. If I can just get my mouse under control.
I'll put that
7 is better. No, it's not.
I'll put that to good use.
What about me? 3? Yeah, this is better than what I'm wearing. I'll put that on then. I like to imagine how that just went. I hand her the cap. I take the cap away from her. And then I'm taking the cap off my own head, which looks exactly like the cap I'm about to put back on. Then I look at her, shrug, and we go back to fighting demons. Thank you, Eliza. I could not do it alone with my axe. I don't know what's wrong with me. And I'm just like clicking all over the place. Spirit Heart, the undead with stone skin, has now met their end. I want the rejuvenation potions. I'll take a look at these swords. This has bonus to dexterity, though. And this has nothing worth even talking about. Alright, we're done here. Let's get out. So what we do, we just go from place to place. And we kill everything inside. And then we go somewhere else. It's a living. Or it's a killing. Thank you, Canned Laughter, for giving some punch to that joke. I know that if anyone's got my back, it's you. 2, 3. See, now it's a 52% bonus attack rating. Let's see, how about this? I am level 7. In 3 levels, I'll have 5 points in Throwing Mastery, and I'll be level 10. Maybe I can put a point into Howl? Probably not Bash. I don't see myself using Bash. But it is plus 50% damage. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll just get Bash. Because I'll put 1 point into something and 1 point into something else. Because then the next point I can put into increased stamina, which I'm going to skip. And we're going to go to 18 and put points in Iron Skin and Natural Resistance after that. Feels like there's really just one way to play Barbarian when you really think about it. Unless you consider different weapon types to be wholly different builds. Like sword barbarian is not the same as axe barbarian. It's not the same as club or mace barbarian. It's not the same. You know what I'm saying? Where it actually would be exactly the same, because you're just doing left clicks, dealing damage, choosing a specific item. I guess there is another build, one that I keep overlooking. That's the find potion build. The one where you just heal through everything by finding potions from the things that you kind of halfway kill. There's that build. Oh, there's the glowing chest down there. So let's just go to the point. Ooh, quilted armor. Some large charms. Take a look at that sash and these boots. But I can't carry anymore, and I don't have any scrolls of identify. So let's get out of here, because we can use the waypoint system to get further into the game.
It is clear.
I bought 20 identification scrolls. Plus to strength? Absolutely. Plus 2 to dexterity? Absolutely. And what is this? Arctic Furs? 312% enhanced defense. Plus 10 to all resistances. Well, 49 is higher than 21. And 21 is higher than 17.
I'll put that to good use. Greetings.
So we can sell that. And I was never going to use this anyway. We'll keep this. There we go. That all looks like it makes sense now. And let me just get a couple more town portal scrolls so I don't forget them. And we go back to work. Good enough for government work, as they say. And we know that the point is this direction, because this was the cave, which we have already done. And then we can go south to go into the stony fields and start the quest to save Deckard Cain. Eliza, what are you doing way back there? I'm not that much faster than you, I promise. Come get some. I know I didn't kill Rakinishu yet.
These magic stones are ancient.
There you are. I'm trying to click you, I promise. Cap and a spear. We'll take the minor healing potion. And the gold. Okay, so... Ooh, is it like... Oh, I thought there was an underground passage really close by. That would have been nice. Yeah, so going back to the build, we're basically plotting our skill points to maximize the build's potential, while also just, like, you know, making it convenient for us to think about so we don't spend a lot of time agonizing over where what point goes into where. Light healing, damaged cap, I don't want that. Throw that on the ground. And throw this on the ground too. I'm not using those anymore. So I think if I went to get them repaired, since they were magic, those javelins would come back. We would get all those javelins back. But I really want throwing axes, so we're not going to worry about javelins or throwing knives. Ooh, another ring, and we can identify it. Hold resist. Well, if we are looking for an underground passage, it's probably going to be in the middle of the map. Usually the path on the map will take you to where you need to go. This is the Moldy Tome, which gives us the quest for the Countess and the Dark Wood. Just another side quest. Just another side quest. Since we're running around a lot. It is underground passage. For some reason, it looked like just a lump of rock, and I did not think that it was anything more than that. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That's where we need to go. Well, let's get going. Better than chasing all those fallen around. Mind Skin, the Unholy, that was their name. Ooh, a large axe, which might be socketed. Some light healing potions. Another rejuvenation potion. Skeleton archer. More points. A new skill. Throwing damage, or throwing weapons. At this point, I should have the money required to purchase some throwing weapons. Not just like a damaged javelin I happen to find that somehow still flies straight even though it's crooked like a boomerang. So let's go back. Ooh, 3 sockets in this large axe.
Greetings.
Sell that. I don't have anything else to sell. It's 6 to 13. This is 3 to 6. It's actually 4 to 14. Normal attack speed, fast. You know what? This is actually better damage with the topaz in it. Plus we have the shield. I think we'll skip this axe. We'll skip it for now. However, we can put a topaz in that. Oh, but that's normal attack speed, isn't it? A hand axe is fast attack speed. Well, darn. Darn. I feel robbed. We still need 40 dexterity for throwing axes. And where are we at with that? 38. Base value 34, so minimum 1, but maximum 2 levels. Well, it is more damage, even if it's a little slower to swing. Curious about something. So we have blade, which is like swords and daggers, axes, maces, spears, pole arms, and throwing weapons. We don't have bows and arrows because archery is for cowards. Kind of wish I didn't walk over here. We are looking for the exit, I believe, so who knows where it could be. Damn it, I didn't want to pick this up. Archery is... No, archery is not best. Archery is skulking around in shadowy corners, lining up a shot, and throwing a sword tip across the room to land in the neck of your enemy without them even knowing about it. That's pure cowardice. That's what that is. Some light healing, a scroll of identify. Like, the only reason why Eliza is allowed to use a bow and arrow in my party is because she's a gift. No, and if somebody gifts you something, you don't just immediately throw it away. I ain't throwing nothing. I am straight up using a big old blade on a stick. I haven't gotten any throwing axes yet. I've been throwing daggers and broken and cracked javelins. But yeah, soon. Soon there will be axes. Soon I will be throwing them. I like how these shamans are real fucking busy trying to raise all these fallen. But you know, you can kind of hear an axe coming. You know, you don't skulk in the shadows You have to get like a running start and really hurl the axe. So it's less stealthy, less cowardly. Max damage and lightning resist. I didn't want to open that up. I think I did level up down here, right? So I have my 40 stamina or dexterity. No, I'm 38 dexterity still. I have not gained enough. Thank you, Eliza. I couldn't have killed that skeleton man without your help. Musclehead. It may be efficient, but it is cowardly. Which is my argument. You gotta run into battle screaming, holding a weapon in both hands. You gotta kill enemies named Ooze Razor. I don't know what the hell that could possibly be. I think 29 is more than what this is. Yeah. Let me just disrobe Eliza in the middle of this fight and then put new armor on her. What are you doing? Why are you taking my armor off in the middle of battle? I got new armor for you, baby. Come on. Help me out with these straps. We're still wearing a sash, so this one might be better. Attacker takes... Nah, we don't want that. Sorceress only, sorceress only. This has nothing on it. This has nothing on it. No, not worth keeping. I don't need a mana potion. Yeah, with one cowardly attack, you can kill, you know, the general of the enemy army. Yeah, I agree with you. If they don't see it coming, because you didn't introduce yourself with a bloodthirsty battle cry, then yeah, you'll probably get them, and they'll die, and it'll seriously disrupt the enemy forces. But no one will sing songs of the arrow from the dark. They'll sing songs of the guy who's crazy, who ran into the fray, taking down like 30, 40 dudes all at once with one big two-handed sword swing. And then also killing the general. Even if they died afterwards, people will remember that. Lies! That squeak you hear sometimes is me stepping on a rat. Not on purpose. I literally don't see it with the map overlay on the screen. There's another one. These big barbarian boots crushing the local wildlife. I mean, they're all demons. Even the chipmunks and the squirrels. Everything alive that is not me is a demon. The ding! Okay, I kind of want to just put 2 points in this to get to that 40. And then we'll do the rest of vitality there. Put another point in throwing mastery, and we can go back finally and purchase some throwing axes.
Yes?
This. You can have that, and you can have this. And this. Yes, I'm selling you munitions.
Good morning.
You really don't have any throwing axes? You don't have a single throwing axe. Damn it! Well, we don't have anything better than 49 for to purchase, I'm sure, so we'll not worry about that. I guess I'll just come back later. Jeez. Why is it so hard to get throwing axes in this game? I guess it could have been under miscellaneous. You're probably right. When we find the Dark Wood waypoint, we'll go back. Do not touch the fire shrine. It's never a good thing. Man, I hate it when they put the shamans inside the burning building. It means I have to go into the burning building to cut the guy down so he stops raising his buddies outside of the burning building. Sharp Fist the Hammer, you will die this day. Ooh, we have some elites. Yikes. Let's break line of sight. Don't let the cowards kill you with the bow and arrow. Steve, vive. Let's see, this is lightning resist, and this is 7. This is 8. This is 8. This is 7. Throw it on the ground. Mana recharge, we don't need that. We don't need that. So I remember reading about how if you are moving, you actually are easier to hit. Yeah, okay, see, look at this. Our defense, 86. It's 86. It's 86. As soon as we move, it's gone. See, I don't know what that actually means. It doesn't change the stats. Like, you don't see anything different with the information being reported. If I just do like a long walk and then highlight, it still says 18% chance I'll be hit, chance to block 41%. But it does change every time I move for some reason. And I remember reading that it was basically like you have half defense when you're mobile. I've never really thought about how that might change my gameplay, because I don't ever really want to stand still if I'm taking a lot of damage. But if taking a lot of damage makes me move, then I'll take more damage whenever I move.
Ah!
Right, so it's like, what do I do? As a melee barbarian, what is the play there? If I had some throwing axes, I could kill these shaman without any problem. So, Shinabi, if you're still there, how's your rogue doing in D4? I'm somewhere just under level 30 with my sorceress. I've been playing in between work. Grand Charm, nice. But I was kind of stupid. I started at Penitent difficulty, like level 1 Penitent. Said, whatever. I can do this. Turns out, it's a lot harder to be a sorceress at low level. When you rely on your spells and their effects, it's a lot more difficult to make progress. So I put it back to hard difficulty, which is fine. It's you know, I put it on the higher difficulties because I want to get more experience points. I want to get more faster. And then also the gear that drops is usually better, quicker. Plus you have access to more kinds of gear at higher difficulties. So many of these fallen critters. Oh, there's the waypoint. That's what I was looking for. We never found the one for Stony Field? Yeah, war plans definitely lose their flavor after a while.
The Order welcomes you.
I still do them because they're still like some of the best ways to get experience and gear and stuff. For the same reason that I used to do the Tree of Whispers.
What can I do for
But at least with the Tree of Whispers, you can just kind of like go somewhere, do a thing. Ah, there they are. Just like you said. I'll have to come back for another pair of throwing axes. But it felt like it was less grindy. It was more like you would complete a loop, and that was that. There wasn't any. Now you have experience towards doing better versions of those loops, which I can still see is a better way to do it. But it I don't know, it affects the brain. It makes me feel like, I don't want to do this anymore. Grr. Well, I got 200 throwing axes. That's something. That's a well. Right, the dark wood. We're looking for the Tree of Inifis. and not a fire shrine. Do you hear that heavy whoop? It just feels really good. But then, if you do Tree of Whispers, you might as well do War Plans, because then you get better versions of the Tree of Whispers. Ah? Ah? It all goes back to War Plans. It never stops. So it's funny also about the War Plans. This isn't really like funny as in hilarious. It's just funny to me. Is that if you play Diablo 3, then the War Plans are basically just Tyrael's bounty system. It's the exact same thing. You do 5 things, you get a big reward for it. And then you go find a new set of bounties to do. Get a big reward for it. Get another set of bounties. Get a big reward for it. You have like 5 acts. And then at the end of the 5th act, you wouldn't have any more bounties anymore. But if you just reload the game, you get 5 new bounties again. Keep doing bounties.
He is one of a kind.
This tree is one of a kind. But I do like the Tree of Whispers still, just because you can just like go do a dungeon. Let's go do a dungeon. You're fine. Go do a dungeon. Come back. It's all right. Everything's fine. It's not like, well, you have to go to do Hell Tides 3 times in a row.
Good day.
Don't I have you to look for the tower in the Black Marsh, go to the Cairn Stones in the Stony Field, the place I don't have a waypoint to. So we're going to go to Cold Plains, and then we're going to drink a stamina potion, and we're going to run our asses all the way to the Stony Field, which is definitely this way because the northeast corner was the burial grounds. And we read along the way so we can get the information we need so we can go to the Cairn Stones.
The land here is dead and lifeless.
Boom! Yeah, Hell Tides is terrible. Ow! So I did use some knowledge there. I stopped moving to get closer to those champions so that I would take less damage and have a higher chance to block while making my advance towards them. And I think it worked because I didn't take any damage as I did that.
Decker Kane, you've got to get out of here.
I like how Griswold was like, oh, do I have to fight this guy again? All right, fine. Hey, get out of my town, you big jerk. Ha ha ha. Short sword, I didn't need to pick that up. Take the light healing and the chip topaz, the rejuvenation. I'll try out that sacred globe. And I think the only thing else that we want to do is go to where Wirt was and get all of his money. I like how Wirt died where he stood. He was defending this spot of his all the way to his death. He did not try to run, though he did have a peg leg, so it would have been funny to watch. But he did not try to run. He stayed right there. And he died. Let's head home. It's like a hell tide.
As a regret, stay a while and listen.
As a regret. Okay, we need to keep this. 2 to dexterity. Yes, please. And this is worthless. Just buying some more town portal scrolls. I don't want to run out of those. Put this here.
Good day.
Tell me about the Herodric Malice. Shut up. And now we have another set of throwing axes. There we go. Double throwing axes. Which I believe is another skill, isn't it? Combat skills? Yeah. Double throw. Allows you to throw 2 different throwing weapons at the same time. So our next 2 points, we'll go to bash, double swing, 3 points to double throw. And in 2 levels, we could get to 13, which would be the point we put into double throw. So that's where we're going with that. Which is fine because we've got our 5 and our 5. We don't need to put points in stamina. We would like to put points in Iron Skin, which will be 5 levels after we gain double throw. There we go. Yeah, we're doing it. We're going all the way live. Shut up. Shut up. I like how Eliza actually killed that one. It weren't me. I missed. Pretty much just spam the right mouse button right here and kill everything that moves. Yeah, I did it again. That time I made sure to stop, wait till the fireballs hit me or passed by me, then moved, then attacked. I don't know if it made a huge difference, but it felt like it worked as a tactic to limit the damage I was taking. Yeah, I think when this guy dies, we'll be streaming Diablo 4. I mean, when this guy survives. When this guy totally doesn't die in the sewers like his brother Pee Pee Poo Poo, then we will do Diablo 4 again. And that should probably be like 3 streams max. Maybe 5 streams max, actually, now that I think about it, because every stream was an act, wasn't it? And see, this is why I like to invest in throwing weapons. You don't have to, like, charge straight into the idiots. We can just fucking throw axes at them. They run away, and then they get thrown... The axes thrown in their back. Great. That's the hole. We don't need to go into the hole. We don't need to go into the hole. Didn't we already go into the hole? I felt like we've gone into the hole earlier today. But I know that's not possible. We were in Act 2 earlier today. Maybe I'm just remembering Monday when I was in the hole for sure. Well, there's the underground tower, so we might as well go in there and go kill the Countess. I'm sorry, the Forgotten Tower.
Stench of poison.
See, right now I'm actually holding shift to make sure I don't move. That way it won't affect my defense. Put a point in Bash. And we may as well put Bash on a hotkey. Am I hitting Q? Yeah, okay. There we go. A reason to have mana now. Ooh, a jewel. Yeah, I like that this game does have some, like, extra mechanics that they don't talk about it much, but when you figure them out, it does give some depth to the gameplay, and it's not just press button until victory or have higher number than they do. I mean, it's mostly that. It really is, but it's not just that. I also wouldn't mind playing the Barbarian with, like, a polearm mastery build. That'd be kind of cool. These graves are undefiled. I better fix that. Look at all this money people are like burying as if it's a bank or something. Are these like safety deposit boxes? Light healing, money, minor healing. I'll just drink the minor healing potion right now. Also, what's in this? Plus 5 to life. Not really worth it, is it? Not really worth it, is it? What about the short bow? Probably also not worth it. 1 to 5, plus 1 max. No, thank you. Nope. We're going to go back to Sparta. Nope. I don't want Eliza to die, so I'll take my fair share. Throw a healing potion her way. If we get to the Arcane Sanctuary, having throwing axes is going to be a benefit. It's going to be a good thing to have. I want to try something real quick. Let's take a look at something. So, all right. We have no points in either Blade. Well, we don't have any points in Blade. We do have points in axes and throwing weapons. So if our throwing knife has benefit, which it will, because we have points in throwing weapons, but not as much of a benefit as the throwing axes, then we can see that the throwing axes are getting a bonus from the axe mastery as well as throwing mastery. Right? That's the idea. And so we know that throwing mastery gives us attack rating of 76%, bonus damage 48%, bonus chance of critical strike, and chance to pierce. Also, if it's damage 48%, we can round that up to 50%. And looking at the item as a card shows us we have throw damage 4 to 9. So 50% would be like 13.5 or 14 rounded up max, because half of 9 is 4.5. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.5 rounded up to 14. We'll see what it looks like. Our current weapons, let's put these away. Our current weapons, our base is 227 attack, and then we can put this on. We have 390 attack at 227 to 390. That's 160 points more. 163 points more. 163 points. Attack rating 76%. Oh, we were looking at damage. That was the easier number, wasn't it? Well, our damage is 1 to 2. The damage on these axes is 4 to 7. So half of that would be 3.5. So 10.5 or 11 damage. We're at 14 damage for attack, 24 damage for throw. Let's look at that again. Throw damage is 8 to 12. So half of that would be 6. 18 max. 18. We actually have 16 to 24 throw damage. Now, dexterity, I believe, adds to that too. But still, throw damage for throwing knife, 4 to 9. That's 4.5. That's 13, rounded up 14. 8 to 18 damage. 16 to 24 damage. I think that seals it. Having axe mastery and throwing mastery does synergize if you use throwing axes, because the damage on the axes was much greater than the throwing knife. And if you look at just the throwing stats themselves, then the throwing knife and the throwing axe should be about the same, except, hold on, one more thing. One more thing. Okay, throw damage is 8 to 12, 4 to 9. That is a difference, for sure, isn't it? So 18 max and 24 max, just to make it simpler. That's 6 more points of damage. And the throw damage on this throwing axis is 12. And the throwing damage on the throwing knife is 9. And if we add 50%, that is the differential, isn't it? So the throwing knives are just weaker than throwing axes, is what it is. I don't think there's a synergy. Now, I was very confident, but now I'm not. I don't think there's an actual synergy anymore. It's just that throwing axes are superior. Obviously. Really? Nothing in these chests? Guess we can look at one other thing. One-hand damage 4 to 11. 8 to 28. Plus the 1 to 8 lightning damage. So 4 to 11 plus 8 would be 19. We have 9 more points based probably on our strength, if I were to guess, or our skill and axes. Damage is 48%. Yeah, so that's basically what that is. We would definitely see like a 100% chance of, or a 100% bonus damage if the axes and the throwing synergize together. You know, I never really get tired of this. This is awesome.
This is reward enough.
Ha 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 ha. This is reward enough, he says. You mean it? Like all the money that's... Oh, plus 2 to strength, plus 2 to dexterity. All this money that's like lying around, that's reward enough for you? You think? Really? Is that how it works? Of course that's how it works. Okay, let's get out of here. I think we found the Dark Wood waypoint anyway.
Well,
The Sisterhood welcomes you. Good to see you.
The 1 to 2 fire damage would be on everything we do. That's kind of worth keeping around. Even though it's a big old charm. Put the keys down here. 12, 2, we don't need these. Put these keys down here. Bring this over here. Well, I guess we'll organize this in a moment. Do you have any other cooler throwing axes? No? And I'm glad I didn't accidentally purchase that by hitting the right mouse button on accident. This is still better by a lot. There's nothing that they can... So, well, this would be better by under 2 points if there was sockets I could put into it or something. Alright. Put the stamina potion there, I guess. That potion needs to get sold. And then we waypoint out of here. Sorry, Black Marsh, not Darkwood. What was I thinking? Not me over here hitting the Windows key instead of the tab or the Alt key. Couldn't have been me. What did I just pick up? I throw it on the ground like an adult. Is the Tomoe Highland this way? Wow! It's so rare that it's to the south. Usually it's to the north. They were pretty tanky, but it's because they had stone skin. I'm still wearing like shitty boots. Let me check. Yeah, 10% faster hit recovery boots. Poison resist boots. +7 defense. On a jewel. And then 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Whoops. Then combat skills double swing, which will now become W. And we can use double swing while we're using our two-handed axes. I'm sorry, two one-handed throwing axes. A lot of words. A lot of qualifiers there. Honestly, not bad. I kind of like this. I think Pee Pee Poo Poo would have lived if I had this. We could have killed those skeletons way faster. Man, that's actually really awesome. I'm going to change Q. I'm not going to use bash for any reason. So, oh, left-hand throw is right there. Okay, so we can throw both weapons. We just have to switch the skill use. Okay. 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 Now let's pick this up, and I will be right back. I'm going to use the restroom real quick, and we'll continue into the cloister right after that. Are you kidding me? I thought that was over. Oh, no! No! Oh, fuck me! Okay. Takes you back to Star Road. Do this again. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to avoid Yoshi.
Damn it. Damn it. Damn it.
You'll never see it come back.
Playing. Nope. Not today, Walter. Not today, Stinky. Ugh, stay down. All right. You should be safe here for a little bit, Eileen. I'm going to go back to the apartment. I don't anticipate traps here. God damn it. It happens every fucking time. It happens every fucking time. Why would this room be trapped? This doesn't make sense. Don't people live here? Why is this room trapped? Okay.
If you want to know.
Yeah, it's confused. So, we're gonna hit Waka. I can't have him turn that blitz ball against his own, damn it. Sorry. Well, I took it with me. It's still in my hands. Yeah, fucking god damn it! Damn it! Fuck! Fuck! Fuck spiders, man! It's a 20-second omelet. 20-second omelet your ass. You can't do a 20-second omelet. And they did. What they did is they just cooked the eggs, put some herbs in there, rolled it, and put it on a plate. Oh, okay, sure. But if you wanted to put some meat or anything else in there, you'd have food poisoning if you tried to cook it in 20 seconds.
Luna's playing.
Social media.
You two would make a cute couple.
Is that right?
If you say so.
Or maybe something already happened, huh?
Hmm?
Be like the biggest story of the year? No.
Hi.
I'm okay. That's why we need to move fast. So just get me the camera crew, and I promise you that. Son of a bitch. Hey! Should have seen that one coming.
You'll never see it coming. You say that my mind is fast for right.
I'm way too careful for banana peels. Aha! You think you can do it again, Watch as I disarm your trap. My balls. No! I was just gonna push it with my foot and just get rid of it.
Pros like to pretend that their abilities are trade secrets, shrouded in shadows and wrapped in a blanket of mystery. So let's just keep this between you and me, shall we?
Blanket of mystery. Zevron, what the fuck? Zevron says it's bedtime, damn it. He's tired after all that explaining he had to do.
Can you think of anything?
Is it a muddy bath?
No, not even close. How about it? Can you think of anything?
Is it a muddy bath though?
Not even close. How about it? Can you think of anything?
A mansion?
No, not even close.
Prowess is so dominant, they can single-handedly protect the entire village against the foulest of Nevrons. Let's dance. You osmosed me, you Kingdom Hearts looking motherfucker? How dare?
Bound for the checkpoint rest town.
Uh-huh. It's just called the Checkpoint Rest Town. Welcome ye to the town. It's called Checkpoint Rest Town. Go on into Place to Drink Tavern, and then there's also Place to Sleep Inn, and also the Banging Throughout the Night Blacksmith, as we like to call it because of the hammering and such.
Take you anywhere till I...
It's Christmas, bitches!
The wind. It's nice.
Base is under attack.
Hope it's okay.
Seismic activity is increasing. Caution is advised.
Done. Hit and run! Oh yeah, baby.
Alert. Lava surge imminent. Evacuate low ground immediately.
All right, let's do this. Nothing I can't handle. Fair enough.
Red Lobster.
Wait.
Oh, come on. Fucking hell. Yeah, we cooking some Reapers is what we're cooking. I just jumped them right into the lava right after that. Oh my god. Alright, well, it's fine. We got the achievement, and it's not like make sure all the Reapers make it out alive is an achievement. That I'd produced that key.
Hi there.
Start the game already!
And we're back. We'll be back. Put this over here, put this there, and we'll go to my private stash. Put that away, put that somewhere. And we continue on. Right at the monastery gate. Interesting that this is the gate, but none of these doors open. That one does. Oh boy. Lightning enchanted. Oh no. As you can see, and you probably remember, Lightning Enchanted will fuck you up. Lightning Enchanted is no good. So I had to run, throw my axes for a little while. I mean, maybe I would have survived, but I don't think I would have. Love just throwing these axes through the window. Alright. We have the outer cloister waypoint. Identified our +5 to mana ring. Got a few more minutes. I am going to be closing a little early tonight. So... but it doesn't have to be like right now. We got about 20 more minutes. We might be able to get the other waypoints, or at least finish the Herodric Malice quest, that kind of thing. And we found the right entrance. We are now in the barracks. You think Steve, you think his arm gets real tired? Actually, it reminds me of when I first started working in like factories and stuff, because you'd always have to use your hands. And that means picking up, gripping, moving, placing, repeating, and so forth, so on and so forth. And then you go home and your hands are a little on the numb side. Extra strong, that's what it is. I don't want to die here. I mean, technically, I don't want to die anywhere, just to be clear. But anyway, yeah, so, you know, your hands kind of get, like, what do they call it? Like, numb after a little while. Oh, we got a magic throwing axe? I mean, it's something. +1 to max damage? It's something. Let's do main hand. Main hand is the right hand? Yeah. Main hand weapon throwing now. From now on, only main hand, because it's more damage. Yeah, it reminds me of like things I've read about like fighting with swords, how your hands will eventually start to go numb. So like you're in battle with the sword that you're, you know, as a soldier you're given to kill the opponents with, and then your hands start to kind of go numb. Yeah. Whoa! Just imagine Steve here will experience the same things. Die, Moon Blister! Cover me, Eliza. I'm going in. Alright, so that's something I'm going to have to keep in mind. When I switch weapon sets, the hotkey that's currently set is going to change. Like, if I switch weapon sets right now, well, I had it set. Okay, so throwing, and okay, fine. Fine, make a liar out of me then. See how I care. Oh, wait, no, I get it. So if I put this on throw and then switch to throw, yeah. Okay, yeah, it does save whatever it is that I had equipped with the weapon set when I'm using that weapon set. So W for this, and then really nothing for this. Is just my run forward and hit the button.
I can't.
Yeah, no, you can't. You're not going to throw that axe. It's too powerful. You don't want to cleave the world, do you? It's cool seeing the bookcases in D2. I didn't recognize it recently, but the bookcases were also in Diablo 1. I have been playing a little bit of Diablo 1, and it was cool. Diablo 1 is basically how you get your spells.
Impossible.
I was trying to kill Eliza. Thought you could hide from me, eh, Dragon Claw? You fool. You thought wrong, stupid. Yeah, I definitely would have lived if I had the double swing active. That is really, really good. She probably got it. She probably got it. Good. Armor Shrine, hopefully just before we fight the blacksmith, which we are not heading towards the blacksmith because the blacksmith ain't over here. Hopefully they're still to the north. Here it is! You're not gonna make weapons from my bones, you silly goose. You silly goose.
I should take this to Charcy.
We should take that to Charcy real fast. Here's an idea. Rare throwing axe. Now that we have double throw, let's set this up. I want Q to be double swing, W to be double throw, and then E for throw equipped item in the main hand. Yeah, that'll work out.
Oh, thanks.
Oh, Deckard! Where are you, Deckard? Walking around ass over here.
Greetings.
+5 to mana, we don't want that. +8 to life, we don't care about that. I don't need that much gold from monsters. Are we carrying, son? Welcome in, Experimenter. So, I asks ya, what if we give them a throwing axe to make into a rare item? I mean, it's got to be good, because throwing axes don't come in rare forms, right? What do we got? Doom Cleaver. Throw damage 11 to 18 compared to throw damage 8 to 12. Quantity 200 of blah blah blah. Let's put the magic one over here. Bonus damage, bonus max damage, bonus attack rating, adds lightning damage, prevent monster heal, and poison resist 6%. $200. Okay, I'm assuming that when we repaired, these all came back to full value. Okie dokie. We have rare and magical throwing axes.
Greetings.
You healed me, thank you. That's all I needed, really. Put this potion here. Put the diamond away, and we get back to work.
It is.
I don't care, Deckard. You just shut your face. Here we go. thump 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 thump. Thump 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 thump. The big man. Magic studded leather. Let's take a look at that. Because it might be good for Eliza, who is wearing hard leather armor of balance. Studded leather is 40 defense, which is better all around. Throw that away. There you go. No, not this way. We want to continue going to the west. To the west! To the west, there's a well. And just as I thought, jail level 1.
No one should ever be caged.
I don't know, I mean, I get what you're saying, but the reality is that some people need to stop doing things they want to do, and the most humane way to do it is to put them in a room. Give them a bit of time out. Come and get it! Bring me your Rakinishu! And I will Rakinish crush you! I really don't want to have to carry mana potions if I can avoid it. This has Ice Bolt on it, could be useful. I'll keep one mana potion at all times. How about that? That's a good trade. Why is it so hard to hit the gargoyle traps? Like, this isn't something that... I mean, this is something I see often. It's almost always this way. You get to the gargoyle trap, and it's like, miss, miss, miss. Like, it's the most stationary enemy in all of Diablo history. How come I can't hit it? At least I have a reason to touch a mana shrine now. Nice. Those were, mages and cages. Am I right? Eh? Ooh, a ring. What, pray tell, is this ring? +1 to energy? I ought to throw it on the ground. I truly ought to throw it right on the ground. Alright, there we go. Made it to jail level 1. And we'll pick up some more next time I stream this because I'm going to have to go to bed a little earlier tonight. And I cannot make it all the way to and Dario, unfortunately.
What you need?
I need to see something. This has 195 of 200, 194 of 200, 200, 200. Okay, so that's how that works. I thought that's how it worked. I was pretty sure that's how it worked, but you know how it is with memory. Sometimes you remember stuff so clearly and find out that you were wrong the whole time. We have +2 to dexterity and 4 to mana, adds 1 to 2 fire damage. We've been getting full utility out of both of those since we've had them. There's no reason to get rid of those. Maybe I'll just have 1 stamina potion just so I can have this cleared out. Our armor is good. +1 to strength. +1 to strength. Bonus to light radius. And enhanced defense. +15 to attack rating. That's a pretty good helmet right there. And yeah, so we're going to wrap it up here tonight. It's a bit on the early side, but not too much. We'll come back hopefully like Friday-ish, maybe. I would say Thursday, but Thursday... Well, Thursday's possible. Tomorrow is possible. Anything is possible. But for right now, we are going to bed. Thank you for watching and hanging out. I always appreciate it. I hope you continue to do so as we push through Diablo 2. Once this is done, we're going to hit up the Diablo 4 season and stream some Diablo 4 for a good while, for a good bit. So you can look forward to that. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Have a good night.